I was working at a seed plant, driving a forklift, loading a semi-trailer. It was 3:30 in the afternoon, because it's a time I'll never forget. And I got halfway done with it, and the ramp I was driving up with the forklift broke on one side, on the left side, and the forklift came over on me and crushed my leg. If I wouldn't have moved on my knees to get out of the way as much as I did, it would have hit me right in the forehead. And that forklift hit with such force that the roll cage bent almost a foot out of straight. And my leg was between the roll cage and the ground. If the ground would have been hard, it would have cut both of my legs off. When I did get to the ER, I had 4 specialists around me, and they were conferring, and I was in that ER because I was watching the clock. They talked for almost an hour and kept inspecting my leg and everything. I looked the surgeon square in the eye and I said, "You can cut it off. I don't have that kind of time to lay around the hospital. I got too many things to do." And his eyes got big and he looked at me and he said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah." I said, I guess I'm done with it. I said, "Donate it to science." I said, "Give it to the medical school." And that's where my foot went, was to science. And my parents weren't even at their emergency room yet. You know, 12 years ago, cell phones weren't quite as popular as they are now. So on a dare, I pulled my snowmobile pants off, stuck them in my backpack, took my coat off, stuck that in there, and just wore my sweatshirt, or just pulled my sweatshirt out, put a sweatshirt on, and snowboarded down the mountain in shorts. You should have seen the looks. I'd never heard of orthotics and prosthetics until my accident in 2000. But Paul is the one that talked me into going to school for it. I made up my mind at the middle of June, and by July 4th I was living in the cities. I know what it's like to be in those shoes. You know, I can personally relate on a level that I think a lot of people can't. I know what it's like to walk around day to day on a prosthesis. I know what it's like to have the good days, have the bad days, and you just got to look past the bad days, because there's always going to be good days and there's always going to be bad days. But the good days far outnumber the bad days. I visit with a lot of patients that are going to lose their leg or have just lost their leg. And the one thing I always tell them, the only thing that's going to hold you back is what you think you can't do. I've done things that a lot of people won't do on 2 good legs, just because I push myself so hard. Because they gave me my life back. They got me back to doing what I love. You know, it's important to me to tell people and to show people that you can. You know, there's a lot more to life than feeling sorry for yourself.